Hey everyone, welcome back to Skyrim Modded with me, Roarin the Werewolf, and we are here at the Sleeping Giant camp? Sleeping Giant camp? Yeah. Janessa decided to sport the Apotheus armor that we found here. Come on, Janessa. Let's get in the light so you can see, so you can show off the Apotheus armor a little bit better. This is going to be a little tiny video, a little bonus of where to find it, because we just happened to stumble upon it while going back from the last video, coming back to Whiterun. Now, if you don't know what the Sleeping Giant camp is, by just noticing this oddly placed tree, oddly placed magical tree on the map, is just right here under this mountain where that fort is, just a little over Whiterun, in between Rorikstead. It's a nice little area, and a tiny quest happens here in the vanilla game where you stumble upon Org's body, where it has a message from Isolde in Whiterun to sell her sleeping tree sap. For what reason, I do not know. Now this little video is going to be just a showcase of the Apotheus armor and the tiny lore behind it, because I read the journal that I picked up in the last video. I was surprised that a dead NPC has more background story to him than one of the live ones, than most of the live ones here in Skyrim. Okay, the armor itself looks kind of cool, but it's not really my taste. Now, let's take a look at his journal, because I was pleasantly surprised, even though it's kind of long. Gonna read it. Olog's journal. Entry 1. It has been almost a week now since my exile from Dorknisrial. Got caught hitting the skooma and was deemed unworthy by Chief Barak. I was on my way to becoming a great blacksmith to rival even the chief's forged wife. Now I'm left wandering the lands until I can prove myself worthy again. If they only knew the great pleasure one gets from when they wouldn't dare cast me out. Ugh, I miss the sweet essence of skooma. Must get myself preoccupied. This journal is helping a bit, I guess. What else can I do after hunting? I used a hammer on metal whenever I consumed all my stash. Until I can score some more now. All I got is this blasted piece of bundled paper. Maybe I could try scaring a few travelers for gold and get myself another stash from right side. Entry 3. I make a good bandit. Haha! A couple more idiots and I'll be swimming in skooma. Entry 4. I almost got caught by a group of patrolling guards. That was close. Maybe not such a good idea anymore. That one arrow grazed my neck a few more inches and I would have been bleeding to death. Entry 5. It has been almost a month now being sober from skooma. I think I've finally cleared up. What was I thinking? I do not need it anyway. I best go to Whiterun, cool off or something. I always wanted to see the Skyforge and find out what's the big fuss about. Entry 6. So this is Whiterun. Not too bad. Still prefer an orc stronghold than mingling with light-skinned milk drinkers. But that Yorlin guy, he's something. He really knows his way around the forge. Maybe I could work under his tutelage and share some ideas with him. Entry 7. It feels good to hammer on steel again. It was tough convincing him, but after sharing that last euphoric idea I got during one of my skooma sessions, about the repeated heating and cooling of steel with the use of fire and frost salts to come up with more durable and pure steel, I finally got his interest. But with the Skyforge, my technique surpassed beyond both our expectations. The resulting steel was far better than he had forged before. Entry 8. We decided to use the technique on armor, and so far we managed to make a helm. We decided to keep it simple but elegant for presentation purposes, as he said. The process was too time-consuming, and he didn't want to overdo something that may or may not be received well by the Jarl, or most warriors for that matter. Notes on the helm's process. Entry 9. Damn those Nords, apparently my helm is too light. Unnerving to feel like you have nothing on for protection. Hongrar believes that it was too much work for something of the same quality just for the sake of having it lighter. Bah! I need something to bash. Entry 10. Hammering steel and Yorlin's words of comfort isn't doing me any good. I need something. Something. I believe Rasad's caravan is outside the city gates today. Entry 11. Ah, sweet divine skooma. Very sad. Must have mixed in the sleeping tree sap in my stash after buying a bulk. Entry 12. Just had another idea during my sessions. What if I use the sleeping tree sap in the tanning of leather? I must share this with Yorlin tomorrow. I know he preferred working on steel, but the man doesn't even have a tanning rack for Malakath's sake. But I just got to get this out. He's skeptical as usual, but he allowed me to use the Skyforge to try it out on myself, just as long as I don't get in his way when he's working the forge. Said I was acting strangely lately. Entry 14. The result is outstanding. The leather is far more flexible and durable. Thank you, Skoon. Now I just need to get more sap from Rasad. Might as well replenish my stash. Entry 15. It seems my last mix was up to his last stock of sap, but he did manage to point me to his source. Apparently he had befriended a giant at the Sleeping Tree camp, and told me I could try my luck with the giant. I'll just have to mention his name. And to take note, he warned me not to bring or be under skooma when I do. The giant seems to hate the smell of it. Entry 16. I got myself a whole batch of tree saps, and a new friend, it seems. Also met this Ysolda woman, says she wants to buy some sap off me. I sold her a few excesses, and just promised to get her a lot more the next time I visit the giant. Anyway, time to work. Entry 17. I managed to create a whole armor from all of the sap, and I might say I work a lot better after sessions, due to the increased flexibility of the leather that I managed to stack, meld, and stitch layers of the finest leathers together. My greatest work yet. Even Yorlin was amazed at the quality. Enough to say it almost stands at par with dragon scales. He told me to present it to the Jarl and his subjects. Like Oblivion I will. After scoffing at my helm, they can lick the dung under my boots. Entry 18. Damn it! Yorlin caught me hitting the skooma, and would you believe it, he sent the guards at me. Damn Nords. Ran me out of Whiterun. Well, it was either that or spend weeks to sober up in the prison. At least I got away with my work. I'll head back to Dunshkashal and present this armor, and then the Chief Burrock will see me worthy. Blah, blah. I shall name it the Apotheus Light Armor. Entry 19. That Ysolda is still holding me up to the sap deal. I could just sell it to the Khajiits. Huh. I'll need extra gold anyway. Don't want to resort to banditry again. Might as well fetch her a batch, but first, one more skooma for the road. Feels like I'm forgetting something. What was it? Something about a giant. And that is the last entry. And the end result was coming here and dying by getting squished by one of the big giant hammers that the giants wield. Ah, poor guy. Poor guy. Now the Apotheus Armor is a part of the Immersive Armors mod that you have installed, that I have installed. The complete list of all the active mods that I have is down below in the description, so you can look up any one of them on the Skyrim Nexus. And there is even a couple on the Steam Workshop. Just a couple. There's two I have from the Steam Workshop that I didn't put down on there because I don't have them active yet. One is a Werepanther mod, and one is a Weredemon mod. So, whenever I get my werewolf transformation, I will end up testing those out later. But, thank you for joining me on this short little video explaining the Apotheus Armor and reading the little bit of the background of Oleg, the blacksmith who died very, very stupidly by being addicted to skooma. Well, you guys stay furry, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.